Hello, welcome to Spirit Cocktails. I'm your host, Pierre. Today we're continuing the Hobbit week because we're doing the Battle of the Five Armies. And what do you see up here? 5 ingredients. Well, this is the 5 armies. Each one of these ingredients symbolize one of the 5 armies included in the Battle of the Five Armies. Which, if you haven't yet, watch it. You will love the movie. It's a Hobbit movie. It's Lord of the Rings. You're going to love it, regardless. If you got the time to sit there for 3 hours, it's a good movie. I think it's about maybe 2 hours, 45 minutes, but it's definitely going to be a long movie. It's definitely worth checking out. As soon as it comes on DVD, Blu-ray, I will buy it. I have every other one. I'm definitely buying that. And I'm going to have myself a little Hobbit marathon. Start with the original 3 Hobbit movies. Go on to the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's going to take some time. That's like half a day. Because you got 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours. About maybe another 5 hours. Yeah, that's half a day. That's going to be a lot of time watching the movies. But it's definitely something worth trying out because you get the full timeline of events. But this one is actually the Battle of the Five Armies. You'll find out why each of these ingredients are up here and how they symbolize the 5 armies and what the 5 armies are in the movie. Now, this is going to be a stir-style cocktail because using, well, except for that, using straight alcohol, no mixers, no juices, nothing. Seltzer water. That's the only thing that's not alcohol that's in this cocktail. So it's going to have a lot of a stir element to it to keep it just mixed enough, but not emulsified to get everything just completely mined. But you still get a lot of the flavors of each one that's in there. So start this out. We're going down the line to exactly what each one's for. First thing, obviously, you want to do is add ice. Now, the idea of the Blue Curacao is it's Lake Town. If you watch toward the end, well, about midway or so, I mean, or 3/4 away, however you want to look at it, in the second movie, Desolation of Smaug, they arrive in Lake Town, and it's a town surrounded by water. It's at a harbor. So, harbor, you have water, the blue of the water, the ocean. That's why the Blue Curacao comes into effect. So, you're going to have a lot of flavor. But you want to keep this a nice balance of flavor, so you're adding 2 ounces of that. Also, the lake town is inhabited by man. So the main thing of this is you have the goblins, the orcs, Sauron and all that, against elves, man, and dwarves. This is man. So, first ingredient. I'm a man. That's not a man there. Next thing you have is the Goldschlager. If you watch from the very first Hobbit movie, the whole thing with Thrain, well, I forgot his name. But basically, the dwarves, the whole concept, they wanted to get back to the Lonely Mountain so they can reclaim their gold. And by reclaiming their gold in the Lonely Mountain, the riches, so you have to use Goldschlager to get that effect. But you don't want to add a lot of Goldschlager flavor, so you only take about ½ ounce. Also, with the Goldschlager, that kind of makes it cool, is who coveted the gold in the Lonely Mountain? Smaug. What is Smaug? A dragon. What do dragons do? Breathe fire. That's cinnamon. You have some heat element to it, so you're definitely getting a little bit of Smaug in with the Lonely Mountain. So that's a good idea in there. Then you have the whiskey, which symbolizes Mirkwood. Mirkwood is filled with spires. It's a nice dense forest. It's kind of dark. It's also a place where you find the wood elves. So the thing with wood elves is nature. Whiskey is aged in oak barrels. What's oak? Wood. So you have some whiskey to go along with that. That's also going to be a ½ ounce. Then you have the Misty Mountains. One thing about the Misty Mountains is it's also another type of the dwarfs, but it's also a very cold atmosphere. The Misty Mountains cold. So you get Creme De Menthe. That's also going to be a ½ ounce. So then one thing you're going to see right off the bat, this is a good contrast of, not so much flavor, but contrast of experiences. You're getting the burn of the cinnamon and the cold of the Creme De Menthe. So you're getting two contrasting experiences in one cocktail, and you're getting a lot of the sweet flavors and some oaky flavors from this whiskey. So it's such a barrage on your palate. It's going to be definitely unique. You're going to taste some cold and hot. It's kind of like Aftershock, but without the funky flavor you get with Aftershock. But it's going to be interesting. But then you want to take this, because you don't want to take your seltzer water yet. You want to add at the end. So you want to basically mix this up, infuse all them ingredients together. Good. You want to strain that into your little bowl. You want to leave some room at the top because, well, you're adding seltzer water. And the whole idea with the seltzer water is, what you have in water, a lot of minerals and different things like that. The seltzer water symbolizes the dwarves of the Iron Hills. And by being the Iron Hills, well, obviously you have iron. Iron's a mineral. I'm not sure if iron's inside water, but you definitely got some minerals because they have a lot of minerals in that area. So you want to add the final ingredient, which is your soda water, which obviously freshly done myself with the soda maker. Soda stream, definitely worth getting if you ever. It's not that expensive either. It's only like between 80 and 100 bucks, but you can make as much soda as you want. It just is about $20 or so for a refill with the carbonation tanks. But there you go. You have it. The Hobbit Battle of the Five Kingdoms. 5 ingredients, 5 contrasting flavors. You got your heat, you got your cold, you got your whiskey, oak flavors, you got your citrus, and you got your seltzer water to help balance all that together. But it's the Battle of the Five Armies. See exactly how it tastes. Looks pretty cool too because it's blue. That is definitely unique. It's not bad because you're getting a lot of different aspects in there. You can kind of taste the cinnamon. The Goldschlager definitely stands out in there. It's definitely an experience more than just like a flavor experience because you're tasting so much different things at once. Your cold, your heat, your oaky flavor. You're getting everything at once. It's a battle of 5 armies in that one drink. So everyone is trying to basically stand out above the other, but all have one goal at the end. Make an enjoyable cocktail. So it's definitely something interesting. You're getting the cinnamon flavor Goldschlager. You're getting the cinnamon, the definitely sweet flavor. You're getting that Goldschlager. You're definitely getting a little bit at the back end of that Creme De Menthe because it's equal parts. So you got a lot of cinnamon, a lot of mint, but it calms itself down. But the two together, it just kind of, it's basically at a battle in itself because it's not something that you basically put cinnamon in and that's the only ingredient on top of everything else. So you're going to taste some heat, or you're putting Creme De Menthe, so you're going to taste some cold. You're tasting both the heat and the cold at once, so you're definitely getting that battle in that one cocktail. So it's interesting. It's definitely flavorful. It's pretty refreshing on top of everything because you're using that soda water. So it helps bring a lot of everything together, some carbonation. Very good balance. The Blue Curacao, that's your primary flavor. It brings a lot of citrus elements to it and also obviously the color. But it's a very good cocktail. You have the 5 Armies. I definitely suggest if you haven't watched the movie, The Hobbit Battle of the 5 Armies, the third Hobbit in the trilogy, the end of the Hobbit series. Let me know what you guys think if you ever watched it already. If you haven't, watch it. You'll love it. Guaranteed you'll love it. It's The Hobbit. It's Lord of the Rings. It's fantasy throughout that, through and through. But definitely also know what you think about this cocktail. Try it yourself. Get these 5 Armies. If you want to make something of your own, but still keep the concept of the 5 Armies, Obviously, I'm going to put the link below of each of the armies. You got your Lake Town, your Lonely Mountain, Mirkwood, your Misty Mountains, and you also get the Iron Hills. If you want to substitute certain ingredients with your own, but still keep one ingredient that is symbolic of that particular army, put them all together and see how it comes out. This is actually a very interesting cocktail. This is the 5 Armies. And definitely like us on Facebook, /Cocktails. Subscribe to our channel. As always, drink responsibly.